Hi and welcome to Outwell. In this film I'm going to talk you through the features of our Oakland XL, which is in our deluxe collection. You can see here that the Oakland XL is a good sized family tunnel design tent and it's aimed to sleep up to 5 people. With it being in our deluxe collection, you'll find that we're using a really good quality fly sheet on here. This is our Outwell 4000. This is a polyester material which has been PU coated on the inside, and all of the seams have been fully taped, and it has a hydrostatic head of 4000mm, making sure that it's totally waterproof. The frame that we're using on here is a combination of these steel poles for the main frame of the tent, and that really gives you the stable and solid structure. And then at the front and at the back we're using our Duratec fiberglass poles, which are very strong fiberglass, and you can see that they are colour coded as well. This pole here forms our extended frame system, which is where we attach this fiberglass pole directly onto the steel frame, keeping it nice and solid but giving you real maximum amount of head height for the floor space of the tent. Another innovative feature that we use on here is our Outwell wind stabiliser system. Now that's what this section here is. What we do is we take these Velcro straps here, which are attached to the fly sheet, and we wrap them around the frame of the tent like so, and you'll find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of each of the steel poles. And then when we take our guy line out here, what that does is it pulls the fly sheet against the frame of the tent and really increases the overall stability. Just while we're here, we'll point out that we're using our classic Outwell luminous guy line, so these are nice and visible when it's a little bit darker, and each guy line has its own retainer as well, so when it comes to packing down the tent we can simply wrap these up in our hands and pop them in there, so that the next time we come to use the tent we don't have a big mess of guy lines that you have to unravel. Another nice feature of this tent is the fact that we use the Outwell easy pegging system. Now this is where we supply you with 3 different types of pegs to enable you to get the best fix to the ground. We give you these solid steel anchor pegs which should be used on all the corners. We then give you these black plastic pegs which are for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent, and the luminous pegs for the luminous guy lines, making it, as the name suggests, nice and easy to make sure you get the right peg in the right place. Another nice feature on the outside here is this rain safe entrance. Now this just gives us a little bit more shelter if it's a little bit wet or a little bit drizzly. You can see that that just covers this side door here, so we can use that to keep the inside of the tent a little bit drier. So coming around to the front of the tent, we can just see here that we've got a real good sized front entrance here, which allows us to bring all of our bits and pieces in and out of here, no problem at all. And it's certainly a full walk-in height tent as well. When we step back into the tent, it's very obvious just how much space there is here. I'm 195 centimetres tall and I've got plenty of headroom above me. That's also accentuated by having these really large windows all the way around us, which floods the tent with light and increases the overall sense of space. If you want a little bit more privacy or not quite as much light coming in, that's okay, because each window has its own curtain which can either just be toggled halfway up or fully closed. Now you just notice across the top here as well that we have this ventilation panel which just allows cool fresh air in here, keeping you a little bit more comfortable, and that corresponds to an outside ventilation panel. If it gets a little bit too chilly, then you can just drop that panel down, no problem at all. Some other features in here: we have the lantern hanging point at the top here, and then leading away from that we have the cable tidies which run down to our cable entry point, and that just allows you to bring electrics into the tent without having to have the doors wide open, so that's just what this little zip here is for. Now you'll notice just here that we also have on the side door and on the front door these large mesh panels which just enable you to drop these down, again having lots of fresh air coming into the tent and hopefully keeping out those unwanted bugs as well. The ground sheet that we use in here is a fully sealed ground sheet from front to back and side to side, and it's a polyethylene material, so it's really tough and durable, and it has a hydrostatic head of 10,000mm, so totally waterproof. It is a bathtub style, so it comes up at the edges, so you're not going to get any draft coming in, keep out any water, and again hopefully keep out the unwanted bugs as well. Towards the back of the tent is where you'll find our sleeping compartment, and as I mentioned earlier on, we can sleep up to 5 people in this tent. The way we have it set up at the moment is in 2 separate sleeping compartments, and that's using this dividing sheet which is in the middle here. What you can do if you want to create one large bedroom is simply unzip that and roll it back, but the way we have it here you can see that you can have 2 bedrooms. At the back we can see that we have a large ventilation panel which again corresponds to outside ventilation, And also on the inside of each bedroom we have some small storage pockets as well. On the outside of the bedrooms you'll find that we have some more storage pockets here, ideal for smaller personal possessions, and you'll see that on each door we also have again mesh paneling for good ventilation. Now a real nice feature of the universal bedroom is that if you want to, you can actually get rid of one half of it completely just by simply unclipping around the front. And if we did that all the way around here and then unclipped all the way around the back, we take the zips that are just in between here, and if we undo these like so, we could actually just unzip that whole thing and roll it down, clip it away, leaving yourself one good sized bedroom and even more living space. There's a few optional extras available for the tent, including the carpet that you can see for the living space here, just giving you a little bit more comfort underfoot. There's a footprint available to go under the tent, there's a front extension available and a front awning available. So that's all the features of our Oakland XL. Thank you very much for watching.